little bit different than the one for the Vector. So in normal operation is straight up and down. If you want to turn the key bypass to bypass the Vector and send power direct to the dump valves, turned it doesn't shut it off. It just it's telling you. But you notice, yeah, they're bright. So now you can throttle up right manually. You run it manually, correct? Now it also has a secondary. It also has a secondary function. Like let's say it goes into an event and it senses a sensor that's messed up, and you want to keep working under somewhat normal. It's going to be a bypass operation. You turn the key away from you and it's spring loaded back to center. That starts a 72-hour bypass mode. So then you have 72 operating hours to remedy the issue with us. You have to order it and we have to have the part to send to you. Or else, if it exceeds when it goes into 72 hours, then the Vector will no longer work. Okay, and you'll have to get a pass.
Turn it back
towards you,
and then it'll spring back.
If you turn it back, yes, but don't do that unless you called us and your mechanic.
How do you get out of that if you accidentally hit it? Or does it just go into it?
No, it every time you fire it up, it cycles through the sensors and it monitors the sensors. You screw it up.
Still sensors.
Yeah, if the sensors are okay, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like you get a front turn that goes, oh, they panic and they hit it. All of a sudden it goes into 72-hour mode. How do you get out of that?
Well, you call us. We'll give you a code to get out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, if it exceeded and we don't have the part and you don't fix it and it's necessary to stay in that, then you would call us every day and we'd give you a password for a day that'll end in that day. That'll probably change here in the future, but as it is, that's the way it is right now.
I'll take that key out, put it somewhere.
I wants to know. Normal. Do you guys buy the hose cuff?
Yeah, we will pull it on.
Yeah, so you know how to work it, right? Just turn this icon on.
Yeah, I hear it click on that.
Yeah, so
Where's
it's active.
Where's the main fuse for the Vector?
The one I showed you.
Green.
Okay.
And it's all and it's also F1 here.
So they should light up when one's off,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
it should light up if one's
next
blowing.
yeah.
So what do we get? This so we know what we have and what we don't. So this main
spares.
one here.
Those are your spares.
Yeah, but where's say that main
But
on there?
I think
That's a big one.
30.
I don't see it on this one.
No, it's probably in the.
That'd be my thing. If somebody
And your main one is over there where I showed you that 30 amp.
That's a
that 30
burner.
amp. It's a resettable.
Yes.
And then you have one in the battery compartment. You have an 80 amp.
Would it be on the frame or would it be in the
No,
cab?
it's going to be in the battery compartment.
Okay. Well,
In the battery.
We'll check out. Like, there's a box on the frame.
No,
or
it's in the battery.
cab?
Oh, well, it's in where the batteries are at. The battery.
Oh,
compartment.
okay. So it's right on.
Yeah. Your tether cable, same as the Vector. Your
Yeah.
tether cable. Well, let's keep going here.
So
On the
did I
information.
have a spare remote like I did in mine?
You do have one. Operation data, IO readout, then you have IO readout, digital inputs, digital outputs, remote control. One of the things you're gonna like,
Remote's working. It could be the receiver that's screwed.
you wanna if you want
Tether does.
if you want to analyze the remote, it's all on one screen. It's all on one screen here. So here you can analyze the remote instead of jumping back and forth. So here, see, I'm moving the switches. Yeah. So here. Oh.
And you can change the percentage right in there?
No, here, because I went to Snail, that's why it's going to 50.
Okay.
Now I'm in Rabbit. So it analyzes your.
How do I change those percentages if I want to?
You can do it with going into the teach mode of it.
Okay.
Yeah, going into teach mode.
But there's no key for the teach mode?
No, it's a password.
It's a password? Okay.
It's a passcode. I'll give it to you guys later.
That's it, maybe?
Yeah, it's a password. It's a number that we give to you. So here you can analyze all the switches on the remote. Let's see. Pump. Agitator. So water pump. Vibrator. So it just.
Just shows that every switch is working.
Yeah, without turning it on. Right now, like I said, we only have the maintenance key turned on. It's not even, engine's not even running, and we've gone this far into it. Shut that off. So here, step back. Here you can analyze the rear panel. This would be the same if you would to be activating switches in the rear panel. These would highlight.
I just got the
Step back. Let's see. This is your proportional outputs. These are your percentages for outputs to the Huawei valve bank. Digital outputs. So, and it actually shows the position of the X connector that is going out into that component here. These are just amperages for your sensors, for some sensors, temperature, digital inputs. This analyzes the digital inputs, and it also shows the X connector that is coming in from. Hypergrade. So e-stop chains. So here you have, you can put in silent diagnostics, and here's where you can change the type of measurement that it does for concrete output, metric or yardage. You guys want it in yards?
Yeah. Oh, no, meters.
Oh, okay. So language, thermal units of measurement, bar PSI. This is the brightness level, contrast of the Vector 2 screen, the brightness level.
Brightest.
Yeah. And then here's where you would put your password if you wanted to go in there. So right now it's showing locked. I'll give that code to you later. Here, if you want to put in silent diagnostics, this is the way to change it. You select that. So now when you
Honk the horn, it won't honk?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, so you just reset without blowing all the horn. So change it. If you arrow up, it rolls over. To select it. No, it's out of silent diagnostics. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yo, Mikey, how are you?
Oh, so one thing, let's say one of your switches are messed up. Like let's say, your local works and you can reset. And then your remote switch, it's over here, right? And you keep hitting it, it's like, hey, it's messed up. Because we don't have toggle switches that we can pull out and it's a full. So what you can do, not arrow up or down, but you can, if you cycle through one of the buttons that does work, that's not arrow up or down, 5 times consecutively, it switches over from side to side. So now see the home's over here?
Yeah.
The remote's over here.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And then just hit it. Here, hit it 5 times. Switched it over for you. Yep. Now home is try to keep home in one spot.
Yeah.
You know, that way you
Home,
don't
eh?
get, yeah. So now this is local, and let's say your remote didn't work, you can bring it over here, and then you would hit here for a remote if you switch them over, instead of having to get the whole gel screen. So
The battery's low.
okay. So until here you have your RPMs, and then you have your pressure. Transducer sends the pumping pressure on this side. This is your hydraulic oil temperature. If you arrow down, it gives you the position of the outriggers and your area of range of motion if you were to go into remote. Right now we're in easy. Go ahead.
Yeah. So,
And this actually works when you're going up. This animation does go up, and it gives you a degree sensor going up and down. Yeah.
so the green is on there, right?
Takes you home. Huh?
And then
If you arrow down, it's just like the vector. Remember on the vector you just
Yeah.
arrow down, and it would tell
so
you
I want to get out of easy again.
hit home.
Yeah. And then this.
Nope.
No, easy.
No, you want to get out of that?
Yes.
You have to go to the switch.
So.
Easy.
No.
Easy?
Nope. The switch, the easy switch.
Oh, I see. Okay, there. And then okay.
Select it. Arrow left would be to select it. Confirm it. No, confirm with green. If it's green, you
yeah.
gotta hit, it wants you to hit
Yeah.
green. Now you're out of it.
Out of easy.
If it says easy here, you're in easy.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to do
Yeah.
it in local.
I never want that. Easy.
Okay.
Because there's nothing fucking easy about it.
Anyway, data. That's basically it. Your solenoid valves for pumping and your outrigger, your agitator. For now, you would take these off and push this down, for pump forward, pump reverse.
That's if you lose everything.
If you want to do it manually, if you lose the coil,
Yeah.
it no longer magnetizes when you hit select, pump forward. Now, along these dump valves that you have here, you also have a dump valve for the agitator, just like the 65. Okay, and it's got a little push button on it, so you can push it up to engage it if you had to.
Why'd they get rid of the manual levers?
I don't know.
Down in engineer.
Well, the coil goes, it
Yeah, I
just
know.
makes it at least.
We're working on a bypass for this. We're working on a bypass for this. They have one in prototype, so eventually it'll come out. On here, I don't know. You know how we always say, hold these up, for it to work. You can either undo them and turn them sideways, or the other thing you can do is undo this little Allen worm screw that's right here.
Yeah.
If you loosen it up, this will rotate in place. You can also turn them up, and then you can bungee cord them, tie them off from, because they'll be pointing up and they
Yeah.
want to come down. Then you can tie them off down here somehow.
So
'Cause-
yeah,
'cause-
we flip them down so they're down, or can we put a wedge in those like this enough?
You have
wedge
to
in
invent the
there?
wedge because you'll never get it.
Yeah, like a wedge
No.
you throw in there.
No, but see if you, it'll take you 2 minutes to undo this,
Yeah.
turn it up, lock it in place. Now they'll be like this, or you can point them away from each other, and then when you need to, pull them towards each other with
It's a piece of wire.
duct tape and
Yeah.
tie wire. Duct tape so it doesn't slip. But I thought, if you point them up, then
Yeah.
you,
Tie together.
Yeah. Can we flip them
Tie
around?
together would be nice.
yeah,
Put them
yeah,
up.
you can do that.
and
You
then
guys know how to use the
and
stroke
go
limiter
through the bungee.
manually?
Yes, sir.
You know how to use the stroke limiter manually?
No, not last 10 minutes. No.
Yep. Yeah, 13 millimeter wrench for this acorn nut here. Like, let's say it gets stuck in half or whatever. So then 13 millimeter wrench for this jab
Yeah.
nut here. Then you take a 4 millimeter Allen for the worm screw for the valve. It should be all the way out. And you start screwing it in, and you can be pumping while you're doing this. You start turning it in, it'll start slowing down the pump kit. All the way out, it'll be wide open. Yeah. So if you want to suck a ball, you just turn it back in.
That's why I am wide open.
Anyway, so when you fin, that's about it. This, you guys are clear on this, right? Pump, drive, air solenoid selector valve. Any other questions? On the Vector 2? On the Vector 2 and